everybody, tonight we are making one of our house favorites. It's chicken carbonara. So we already have the chicken in the oven, it's doing its thing. But if you don't have time for all of that, one of the greatest hacks is just grabbing a rotisserie chicken from Walmart, Kroger's, wherever you can shop. That makes it so much easier. But what I'm getting ready to do is separate the egg yolks. This is a lot of fun and gets a little messy. Here we go. Okay guys, so one other quick little hack I want to tell you, unless you're a Food Network chef, chances are when you're separating the yolk, you're going to get some of the shell inside the bowl. So don't get a spoon, don't go fishing for it, that's gross. This is what you need to know. The shell is like a magnet to the other shell, so take the shell that you're working with, put it down there and watch and see if the little shell doesn't just kind of find its way towards the big shell. That's a good save on time, and also it's gonna keep your hands from getting really gross. So guys, I'm getting ready to put on the spaghetti for the carbonara, and here's what I've learned down through the years. Wait till your water is boiling before you put your salt in there. You need salt. You need salt. Your water should taste like salt water before you put your pasta in there. So definitely season it really, really good, but wait until the water is boiling. Otherwise, I think that you're gonna damage your pots a little bit, okay? Okay guys, so the next thing we're gonna do is add some pancetta to a skillet with some olive oil, and we're gonna let this render down. You can never have enough pancetta in anything, in my opinion. So I'm putting about 8 ounces of pancetta in here, and we're just going to let this do its thing. We'll come back and check on it in a minute. So this pancetta has done what it needed to do. Look at all this goodness. I could just eat that with a spoon. Now that it's rendered, I'm adding just 2 teaspoons of garlic. A lot of times I chop my own garlic when I have it fresh, but during this quarantine, guys, you gotta use what you got to get what you want. So I'm just using minced garlic that I have in a jar. Lasts in the refrigerator for a long time. So good. So guys, we have the egg yolks separated. I have 8 of them in there. I'm gonna put a cup of fresh grated Parmesan in there. That's so good. How can you go wrong? Especially with heavy cream, guys. Don't look at the calories, just use it because it makes everything, everything. I use 2.5 cups of heavy cream in this carbonara. So after we have 2.5 cups of that, I'm also gonna put in a 1/4 cup of fresh chopped parsley. It's gonna be so good. And then I don't have fresh basil, so use what you have, right? I just have some basil that was in my pantry. I need a 1/4 cup of that too, to give it all the good flavor that this is gonna need. I'm gonna add a little salt, a little pepper, and then we're gonna whisk it together. Salt to taste, you know, just a little bit of that. Some pepper. If you have fresh pepper that you can ground, that's also awesome. And then we're just gonna whisk it together while we finish waiting for the pasta to get cooked. Our pancetta and garlic is doing what it needs to do. We're gonna take this pasta that's al dente, which means it just has a little bit of bite to it still, which is perfect. The worst thing you can do is overcook your pasta, so let's not do that. We're gonna mix this together, the pancetta, the garlic, and the spaghetti. Give it just a quick toss real fast. And I'm also lowering my heat because this next step, it's important that you don't have your heat blazing. because instead of carbonara, you're gonna end up with noodles and scrambled eggs. So I lowered my heat. I'm getting ready to take that mixture, which had heavy cream, Parmesan, it has basil, and it has parsley, fresh chopped parsley, as well as those egg yolks, and seasoned with a little salt and pepper. I'm getting ready to start mixing this in, and here comes the magic. So we're gonna add it, and then we're gonna let it slowly on low heat do its wonderful thing. It's gonna be so good, creamy, when we're all said and done. Okay guys, we're in the final stretch. Thank God we don't have scrambled eggs on our hands. That's why you wanna cook it low and slow, in my opinion. Now, I'm just gonna add a little bit more salt. Taste it, I tasted it just a second ago. I felt like it could use just a tad more salt. And then I'm gonna just put a little bit more pepper to make Chris happy, because he likes lots of pepper. And then, give it one more quick toss, and we're gonna plate it. Guys, pasta nights are nice and easy, and it's all about family style. So as you can see, it's going in one big old dish here. You can smell the parsley, the basil. You can smell, I wish this was smell-o-vision, because you can smell all the pancetta in here that has been rendered down so good. I'm getting ready to just make a, there we go. Oh yes. Can you see that Parmesan in there? It's just melted yumminess. It's golden, guys. Okay, here's how we're gonna finish it off too. I held back just a little bit of my parsley, just to make it a little pretty. Just adding a little pop of green in here. Just make it rain, people. Okay guys, I told you earlier, if you don't have time, just grab a rotisserie. If you have time, you can just throw some chicken breast in the oven. This is done, it looks great. I'm gonna just tell you guys, it's a little mixture of mayonnaise and Parmesan, and that's all you need. It goes so far, and it makes it so nice and creamy. The last thing that I'm gonna tell you to do, and do not skip it, is add just a little bit of lemon zest to your dish. That lemon zest is going to make it pop like nobody's business. You need that, you need the citrus, in my opinion, to kind of cut the fat of the cheese, but cut the fat of the heavy cream. Guys, this is dinner at our house tonight. It's pretty easy. It's gonna fill your stomachs. You're gonna be so happy to eat it. At least I know the bakers are. There you go.